Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Right back to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and short, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38.
No, we changed it. Hey.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hey, shot. Hey.
Jackson throwing here. He sends this one to the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now, to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls in. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Now it's Lamar. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson now on 3rd. This one's caught. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the... It prevents a first down. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Namdi Matabike making that stop. Back to Pacheco here on second. He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Working quickly here. Third down, it's Mahomes. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Kansas City. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, I heard it.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar back to throw. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 15. Caught on the comeback route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 16-point ball game. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
13. It's not.
Jackson looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens who have 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He beams one deep right side. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So now it's 2nd and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Hey, middle.
They've got a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. That's low and bounces short of his man. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Lamar throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to start things out. 3rd and short.
Plowing up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Ravens calling on Justin Tucker for the field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Bullock's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route complete. He's got a gain of 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm And a nice little gain on top of it.
He's going deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's Pacheco again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pacheco does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. There's a give left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one's complete right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
No, we changed it.
1st down throw for Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens It's pushed their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Cut at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar off the play fake. He puts everything behind this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive, went backward. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Looking up the middle, Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a slim 2-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
One-handed. Go ahead. You change it.
Play fake. Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson's going to throw again. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah,
and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Desperation time here on fourth. That's completed right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Right back to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. He'll throw it. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion here. Running left with Pacheco. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
This is Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a fourth-quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs take a slim 2-point lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Here's Lamar. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Hey, middle. 180.
Motioning left is their running back. Back to throw. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Oh, the back's got it downfield. And he gets this forward to the 19. They go for it on fourth down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Give now to the running back. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So now it all comes down to Justin Tucker. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick is good. He got it.